there's no turning back because these dusties are dusty. They just belong in a coffin. They just belong in a coffin. I agree. Ladies, I'm so happy that we love in white men because they are the most sweetest, wonderful men. And you know what's so sad? Our mothers should have left the black men a long time ago. I feel safe now that the Dusties are in the gulags. When I look at the title, white men are better for black women. We as black women take black men too seriously. Like no other group of people are taking like any threats that black men make seriously because they're not a threat. I guess to the ones that are in proximity to a lot of black men, but those of us that are divested or not even divested but leveled up and not even living in proximity to these people, we're not even like worried about the threats that they're making to us because we see the men who are actually in power and actually who actually have the resources to be an actual threat to the entirety of black people.
Shalom. First off, I want to start off by saying all praises, honor, and glory is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. It's all praises to the world calls God, whose true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh, Ba'ashem, meaning in the name, Yahweh Shai, in the name of the only begotten Son. Also want to say double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the hopeful, like preaching his word in truth and sincerity on the brother Tazabah, the Great Millstone, Arizona Camp, Lord will, with another video to edify. And there you go. There you have it. The end of showing her spirit. And this is why the elders and apostles always tell you, leave the fucking black woman alone, man. Leave them alone. Right? Leave them alone. There's nothing good that's going to come out of that, man. And honestly, man, you know, the women that are in Israel that come from the tribe of Judah, I'll tell you straight up, man. Because for a long time, you know, women, they don't like to tell each other when they go off. Right? So now y'all got it worse, but hey, be quite honest with you, right? Just as much as us men blame each other for how we operate, well, you women, even the ones that are in the truth, how you operated in the world, even some of y'all, when y'all come into the truth, y'all not willing to tell these women off in totality and cuss them off. Well, this is part of your fault too, right? This is what happens. This is what happens. But that bottom shelf Brad, like you saw on the right, was getting it in, and Eve, you gonna get it, man. Like we at the time now in prophecy where judgments are going forth like this.
I'm about to eat the rest of my food. I'm about to eat the rest of my food. I'm about to eat it. First of all, you don't have to talk to me like this. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me like this.
What you saying?
I ain't disrespect you.
How you did?
I didn't. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't call you out my name. I didn't call you out my name. I didn't call you out. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't call you out your name. Why you putting your hand on me?
What you mean?
Why you? Okay, and why? You didn't. You didn't. Why you put your hand on me? Why you put your hand on me? Why you put your hand on me?
You see? You see? And look.
Like, I'm about to go to Georgia. I'm about to go to Georgia.
You see? That judgment is starting to go out. That judgment is starting to go out. The Lord ain't holding back no more. The Lord said what he had a long time. Hold his peace. Well, now the judgment's starting to come up because when you go to the scriptures, right? You get this one. This is this is yeah, here it is, Hosea 4:14. I start with 13. It says, "They sacrifice upon the tops of mountains and burn incense upon the hills under oaks and poplars and elms, because the shadow thereof is good. Therefore your daughters shall commit whoredoms, and your spouses shall commit adultery." Right? And I will not punish your daughters when they commit a whoredom, nor your spouses when they commit adultery, for themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice with harlots. Therefore the people that that doth not understand shall fall. And these women have walked around with an air of immunity for so long that they can have these discussions on social media with their pictures on it, right? They're obvious, just straight up pictures. You can pull their profiles up and shit. And they're doing this shit against Judah, against Jake, right? And where's the cancel culture kicking in? Where are the people sitting there pulling these people's information up and getting these people fired like they would do to Jake if they said anything? You see, this is man, the Lord is starting to open up that judgment on you women. And all them bottom shelf brads that y'all cleaved unto and you thought were for you, now that judgment from them is starting to come out on y'all, man. And call all y'all by Shemar Shah for that, because y'all need it. This is 100% needed. This is Deuteronomy 28. Because you went in the way of the serpent, and you believed everything that this devil had to say to you, to where you think you above us. You think you above the men that you come from. It's wild, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 56. I'll start at 55. It says, "So that he will not give to any of them the flesh of his children, whom he shall eat, because he had nothing left in the siege, and the straightness wherewith the enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates, the tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eye shall be evil toward her husband, toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter." And this is exactly what happens when they're talking about divesting, man. That spirit, right? That hatred that they have for Judah, that extends to the children, man. These nigger women, man, they hate their kids. They look at their kids and they see any portion of the father in them, man, and they beat the hell out of them because they hate the father. And they teach them to hate themselves to the point where they just want to get around anything else. And this is how this devil has created these damn dormagogons, right? Like off of, what is it called? Because, America's the upside down. Like off of Stranger Things, the upside down, the dormagogons or whatever. That little demon that will come out and eat people. That's what these fucking black women are. They're dormagogons. Demon dogs, bro. It says, "And toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children which she bear, for she shall eat them for want of all things secretly in the siege and straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gates." And hey, when famine really starts kicking in again, and insecurities there, these women ain't gonna. Hey, it's the women of today. They not gonna wait to eat their kids, man. They don't care about them in the first place. They only look at their kids as a meal ticket. So in that day, it's just gonna be a meal. Like, you Jakes need to learn, man. Leave these bitches alone. Leave these nigga women alone, bro. They're through. Job 39 and 15, it says, I'll start up. 13. Job 39 and 13. "Givest thou the goodly wings unto the peacocks, or wings and feathers unto the ostrich, which leave her eggs in the earth and warm them in the dust, and forget it that the foot may crush them?" And these women don't even understand. They're just like the stupid, hard ostrich, cruel. They'll sit here and go out for days on end, and more of these reports have been coming out. And it's always the fucking black woman, man. And understand this, man. There are some good so-called black women out there that can work with you, but man, the far greater quantity of them that are actually fucked up are messing it up for the good ones, man. Right? And forget it that the foot may crush them or that the wild beast may break them. And these women, this is exactly how they operate. They don't even consider how they operate around you actually affects your long run. She is hardened against her young ones as though they were not hers. Her labor is in vain without fear, because the Most High had deprived her of wisdom, neither had he imparted unto her understanding. You see, this is how they are. Hardened against their own children, hardened against their own people. I remember when I was a kid, man, women, right, and the Judite women specifically, they looked at every kid like it was like that was a damn near an extension of them. But that spirit, that way of thinking, that shit's gone. And now we left with these disgruntled, hateful, proud, hating ass bitches, man. This is Sirach 7:25. It says, I apply my heart to know and to search out and to seek out wisdom in the reason of things, and to know the wickedness of folly, even the foolishness and even of foolishness and madness. And I find more. So he did all this deep thought, considered all these things, observed life, observed how people operate, observed the animals, right? And this is his conclusion. His conclusion, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets. You don't think these women that say they divest, it's a lot, bro. These Edomites don't be fucking with these black women like that, man. They through with them. They through. The so-called black woman is the most unwanted woman in the world globally. And you can actually look that up when these, like Jake can go to other countries and the women of those countries want to get with Jake, right? They rave about Jake. They hear about Jake. They want to get with him. You see it all the time. But these black women go to other countries. Nobody want to deal with them, right? Because they see how they operate. And we understand how they operate through the scriptures. It says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, her hands as bands. Whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. And the only nigga that ends up with a so-called black woman is one that couldn't do no better or do no worse. It's the only ones. Because on this side, man, y'all just destroyed it. And it's sad, man. That shit's fucking crazy. They don't even see it, man. They don't even see it so much that they think Esau's giving them the love that they want. Man, Esau be doing y'all worse than Judah, bro. This is Ezekiel 16 and 36. It says, 35. Wherefore, O harlot, hear the word of Yahweh. Thus say Yahweh power, because thy filthiness is poured out, and thy nakedness discovered through the whoredoms of thy lovers, and all the idols of thine abominations, in the blood of thy children, which thou didst give unto them. And these women, but the so-called black woman has some of the highest abortion rates. You don't even get to come out of them before they try to set you up and kill you. Right? Behold, therefore I will gather all thy lovers. And they sitting there talking about, oh, we're so glad the white man is so loving. He's just so good. He's above. Esau just turning your asses out, turning you into ghetto gaggers. Behold, therefore will I gather all thy lovers, with whom thou hast taken pleasure, and all of them that thou hast loved, with all them that thou hast hated, and I will gather them round about against thee, and I will discover thy nakedness unto them, that they may see all thy nakedness. And this is happening, right? You don't think these heathen especially Esau sees how y'all operate over here with the people of your own nation. You think they want that? Nah, they don't, man. They just use you for what you is, a quick nut to get their clarity back. Verse 38, it says, "And I will judge thee as a woman that breaketh wedlock, and shed blood are judged." And that's what the Lord's going to do with the entirety of the nation. But for you women, He's going to judge you as a woman that broke wedlock. Y'all ain't supposed to be going into the heathen like that. So are you going? Oh, you going to join unto them? Okay. Well, the Lord is going to judge you like a woman that breaks wedlock. And what happens with a woman that breaks wedlock? She's brought before the congregation in stone. And so many times it's coming out that these black women are getting put to death in gruesome ways and in front of everybody by Esau. It's not even Jake that's really killing these women. It's Edomites. It says, "Are judged, and I will give thee blood and fury and jealousy." You see, the Lord gave you men to graft onto, but you choosing the enemy. So you know what? You gonna have to go with whatever Esau brings you, because that's your zaddy, right? That's your zaddy, right? This is Jeremiah 4:30. It says, "And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Thou clothest thyself with crimson." You know what? This might be going into Esau. Let me see. You know what? No, this is right. Yeah, it says, "And when thou art spoiled, what wilt thou do? Though thou clothest thyself with crimson, though thou deckest thee with ornaments of gold." Right? Who buys and spends the most? Who's the one putting all these highlights, weaves, lace fronts, accessories, putting on all this expensive name brand and designer shit? So-called black women, bro. Made up like a mofo. "And deckest thee with ornaments of gold, though thou rentest thy face with painting," all the damn makeup, blending everything. "In vain thou shalt make thyself fair." Right? That's just gonna be a vain show. You want to get all dolled up and pretty? Oh, that's it. And see how well it helps you, because the Lord said that's gonna be a vain thing. Thy lovers will despise thee; they will seek thy life. And bottom shelf Brad, man. Right, bottom shelf Brad is gonna show you, you black women, man, really what they about, man. They be calling y'all niggas and slaves and playing them little jokes on you. You take it as terms of endearment. But when it came to your own men, you bucked up and you showed them your ass. I mean, there's whole books on of black women telling other black women how to date white men. Well, where were those practices when you mess with your own men? Right? In these last days, you out there by yourself, you ain't got no protection. That's it. And I tell you this for sure, man. I'm not gonna be out here looking and seeking no so-called black woman to protect them when shit start going out, man. The Lord is gonna mete out his judgment, man. But Lord willing, to ever find, I'm gonna say, call Lord Yah Bashim Shah Bashim Karkadash Shalom.